So I'm not used to use um I'm not used to using my phone. Um, I would be able to sort the problem out. Hi Chinwe. Hi Chinwe. Hi Christiana. We're waiting for Bisola Trendy to come up. Thank you, ladies, for coming on board. These are beautiful and very hardworking wedding planners in their own right, and we just want you to share your good works with brides and try and encourage brides in this COVID times to just make them feel special and let them know what they can get from you going forward. Because a lot of brides haven't been able to go out or see their wedding planner. Some haven't been able to get any wedding planners. So a lot of people have been down, and later on we'll have a discussion. So we would start with Bemi of Omega Events to take us through. Thank you, and I hope I'll be able to sort out my internet before that. So Bemi, over to you.
Hello? Malara, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Hello?
can hear you. Can hear you, Bemi. We can hear
Okay.
you, Bemi.
So,
Okay.
okay, what did you say you wanted me to do?
We want you to start the show. And the
Okay.
poem of okay, hold on. Bisola is here as well. And basically the question was, what should brides expect, from wedding planners? What can we offer to brides right now in these
Okay.
COVID times? And we would like to see things you've done just to encourage. We're trying to cheer the brides up to feel better about things that have been going on in a nutshell.
Okay, so for me, okay, my name is Bemi. I run Omega Events. We're an event planning company. We do consulting, planning, coordinate day of events coordination, and we also do decor, which is event designing. What would I say to brides today? The pandemic is something that nobody ever expected. We weren't prepared for it. To some people, it's been a curse. To some people, it's been a blessing. For me, I choose to only take out the positives from it. I choose to use the negatives for positive things. So, in terms of weddings, what would I say to the bride? I would say do not panic, be patient, still be excited about your wedding because nothing has changed. If you're a drama queen bride like I am, or like I was, and I would be, I would say, continue being the drama queen that you are. So why would I say that? Um, for me, for my wedding, I wanted a lot of details. A lot of details. I wanted a fairy tale wedding. I wanted to be Cinderella. Did I get it? Yes, I did. Um, I had about how many people were at my wedding? Probably about 600 people. This was in Houston, Texas. So I had about 600 people, and for Yankee, that's a large number. If I had to do my wedding today, like you brides out there, would I still do? Yes, I would still do all my drama, but only I would reduce my guests if I want to get married today. If I just want to get married, when I say just want to get married, I don't mean being a missus, but I've been planning my special day. My fiance and I want to be together and things like that. I would still plan my wedding the way I've been planning my wedding. I would just scale down, but still get all the details that I wanted, and of course it'll be cheaper for me. So yeah, I would continue to make my plans with my event planner. I would still have an event planner. I would still make my plans. I would still have the decor of my dreams. But if I do want to remain, I still want the crowd. I still want every and anybody. Then I would postpone my event. But while I'm postponing my event, because obviously we don't know when the lockdown. I remember we were saying, oh, by June everything will be okay, and now we're in June. People are saying October. So I would probably postpone till next year, sometime during the summer of next year. But I would have fun, planning my wedding with my planner, putting things in place, trying to save a bit more money for certain things that I want. Um, I mean, because I have time, I will start to play with colors, ideas, themes, um, so things like that. So don't get discouraged. Still plan your wedding, whether it's 20 people, it's 1,000 people. Continue to plan your wedding. Continue to enjoy the process. I guess that's what I have to say to the brides.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. One
yeah,
question I want to ask is, so are you saying we should look at maybe June next year? Is that what you're saying?
yes, that's
And
what
what
I'm
happens if
saying.
I want to do?
Um, if if what?
I said, are you saying we should look at June next year right now?
Honestly and realistically, yes, I would say June next year for any large gathering. To be honest, that's what I would say. Yes, I would say summer of next year.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I'm weak. I'm
Yes,
very, very
that's
weak.
that's what
Okay.
that's what I would
Uh,
say.
that's what you would say. Okay.
Yes.
Bisola. Oh, woman. Bisola, what do you have to say about this? Hello, Bisola. What do you have to say
Yes.
about this?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It's really nice to be here and seeing everyone. I just want to say that this is definitely a trying time for everyone. Like, it's been trying, but I believe deeply that everything happens for a reason. And as long as we try and hold on to that faith and understanding that everything happens for a reason, we need to take a deep breath, like I always do, relax, and just think clear. It's more than important now to think clear, have clarity and understanding. Okay, I was supposed to be getting married this year. This happened. What is the way forward? There's no time to cry endlessly and lament and say, oh my God, this and that. This is the time to sit up and think, what is the way forward? Way forward for me is deciding more than ever whether you want to go ahead and get married officially, either by doing your court wedding and have a little reception based on the capacity that they have approved during this period, or postpone to later on when you know that definitely you will still have that very big celebration. It's going to happen because professionals are doing everything possible to make sure that vaccines come out, to make sure that there is a cure of some sort. So rather than feel sad, use this period to plan properly. What are those mistakes that you think that you probably had made? If possible, if you don't have a planner, hire a professional that will guide you now more than ever. It is very, very important. They can help you with your negotiation of hiring the vendors, get you better deals. Some of those vendors that you always only dreamt of having, you were not sure if you were going to even be able to afford their services. Why don't you try and shoot your shots now? Try and get better deals. And with the help of your professional planner, she would even help you negotiate further, help you understand, okay, this is what you get, this is not what you get. And that way, you're able to save costs. During this period, more than ever, you can have a payment plan more than ever. So for those that have decided to postpone, because I have a couple of brides that have said, Bisola, I can't have a small wedding. You know now, I can't have a small wedding. We must, like Lagos must understand that I am getting married. Africa must see my wedding. Do you understand what I mean? We have brides like that. They want to still have their big celebration. But you know what? Guess what? They are taking things easy. They've just postponed. Some of them, they don't even have dates, but they're still going ahead with their plans. It's just like a lady that doesn't even have a groom yet, still going ahead with planning. They're still planning. They're still doing everything that they want to do. Hiring, paying little deposit here and there. 20%, 30%, even some 10%, just to lock down that dream vendor that they want, but having guidance. So we have some brides that said, you know, this big wedding will still go on. I know, even if it is in 2013, we would make it, what am I saying, 2021. So in 2022, we will make it happen. Do you understand what I mean? But we are planning, we're going ahead with it. So use this period wisely. Think, like Sis Bemi said, what are the best colors you definitely want to have at your wedding? What type of songs you want them to play at your wedding? Discuss concepts with your planner now more than ever. What type of experience do you want at your event? And for those that have decided that they want to go ahead, your wedding can still be phenomenal now. Even better now with more details if you have 20 man or less. All that dream setting you wanted, the Mexican chef or Italian chef you wanted to come and do some funky thing at your events can still be, we still have a lot of amazing chefs in Nigeria that can come and do something detailed to your needs, specified, personalized for your wedding, for your event. More than ever, you can have the details of the backdrop you want. You can have even that dome. There's like a popular dome that people use when they have destination weddings. It can be created for your wedding now more than ever. You can create any setup you want. You can have a visual of people being out of the country, have 3D representatives, have entertainers, have people that will come and make, you know, perform any type of thing you want, even now more than ever. You can save costs. So whether you decide to move forward now, you decide to postpone, just know that at the end of the day, the goal is to marry the love of your life. That is the goal. So you should not let coronavirus win. Love is not cancelled. Marriage is not cancelled. Bigger weddings might be postponed, but that is not the end of your life. So have fun with it, enjoy yourself, and be positive that things will change. Things will go for the better for you.
Thank you, Bisola. Says love is not cancelled, it's only postponed. God help us all. Christiana, what's it like in Ghana? What would you say? What's happening to brides in Ghana right now?
Hello. So here in Ghana, I think it's almost the same as in Nigeria, almost, because a lot of people have had to cut it. So from the beginning, we were allowed to have for up to 25 guests, and then now it's been opened up to 100 guests. So what we are doing is, if you still insist on having a very big wedding, I normally advise that you can do the signing so that you're still married. And then after the COVID issues, then you can have the bigger wedding. So it's more of maintaining the marriage and then postponing the big wedding. So what it is now is, because as well, we are not sure when exactly everything is going to be opened up. We have more people just postponing it without a date, of course, and then we still go ahead to make payments. But then we make all the vendors, both sides, vendors and brides, understand that as you're paying, if you end up canceling, I mean, everything that applies to canceling your event is still going to cancel. Because for me as a planner, for instance, and for any other planner, our work doesn't happen on the day. Work starts way before the day. You're booking vendors, you're planning what's going to happen on the day. So for us, yes, we still take the money and then we do the event. So what I normally tell the brides is to keep the hope up. You know, everything is going to get back to normal. I mean, this has happened years before. So if it's happening now, of course, things are going to get back to normal one day. So, I mean, the other part of having the big wedding is that you still want to be married to somebody. So you can still go ahead and get married quietly, and then you have the big wedding later, and then we'll always be there to do whatever it is you want. Thank you. Aunt Molly. Hello. Did she go off? Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Malara is having network issues. So um, she said Laziba should go ahead. Ronke, are you here?
Yes, I'm finally here. Hello, everyone.
Go ahead.
I had serious network issues, computer issues, laptop issues, everything issues. Honestly, it's not even funny. Hello, ladies. Hi, baby, Bisola, Christiana, Events by BNC, Fab, Sukomiahi, everybody. So lovely to see your face. Honestly, I've just been panicking, trying to just get myself connected to this thing. It's so good to see you guys. Okay, so sorry, I missed the first bit when we started talking. The question that was asked. So, Bemi, can you?
Okay, so
Yes.
so the question is, what's your advice to brides
Okay.
this COVID period? What,
Hmm.
what advice would you give to brides?
Okay, where would I start from? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, in my mind, I say to myself every morning when I wake up, I'm post-COVID. Enough of living in COVID. I'm post-COVID. So I need to, first of all, get myself mentally up there and tell myself in my mind that I am post-COVID, and regardless of what is going on, life must continue. So for every bride out there, what I would advise is we've spent a lot of weeks and months. This is the third month of this thing in Nigeria. And we've spent a lot of time just wallowing in the emotions and all of the happenings of COVID. We've all been on a roller coaster journey. It's time to just put it aside. So COVID, we acknowledge that you are here, but our life must continue. So, I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I was so excited about this today. And when I asked myself, I was like, Ronke, why are you so excited? I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get to wear lipstick. I haven't worn lipstick in weeks. And I was like, where is my favorite lipstick? And I put on my lipstick, I put on my hair, I put on a rosette, and I'm like, let's go. So that is my bride, that's my advice to any bride at the moment. Put aside COVID. Your life will continue. Life must continue. Put on your favorite lipstick, put out your favorite hair, put on everything you have, get your pen and your notepad and your pen and your laptop and sit down and start making your plans. Start making your plans. Don't wait until, oh, the government says it's safe to do this. The government says there's so much you can actually accomplish now. In that, because of the period that we're in, there's so many amazing deals out there right now that vendors and planners and decorators and everybody in the wedding industry, they're offering. So what I would advise you is latch on to that, take advantage of that. For example, I said to Molara, I said, okay, for every bride that contacts us at Laziba and tell us, oh, we got your contact through the bridal fair, automatically you'll get a discount. I know a lot of planners are doing that. I know a lot of venue decorators are doing that. So don't just sit down and be feeling sorry and having a pity party that, oh my God, my wedding is on hold. No, it's not on hold. You just sort of slow things down. Things are just slowing down. It's not on hold. So walk as if you've set your date. Walk as if you have a date ready for you. Put your plans into motion. Start speaking to planners. Start speaking to all the different vendors you're going to use or you're planning to use. You actually have the advantage right now. You have the ball is in your court as a bride right now. So take advantage of it. And you'll actually end up making the life of your planner and all the vendors you're going to use easier, because we have a whole lot of time on our hands now. No planner is multi-planning. We don't have 3, 4, 5 weddings that we're juxtaposing at the same time. So they actually have your full attention. So take advantage, even if your wedding is next year. For example, I have a client of mine that's already speaking to us, and her wedding is June, I think 21st of next year. But we started, and she's like, Laziba, what can you do for me? And I'm like, what can I do for you? You mean, what can't I do for you? Everybody is giving out deals at the moment. So for that bride that is listening to me, that is my words, my nuggets of wisdom for you. Get out your laptop, get out your pen, get out your phone, and darling, start making the calls, start researching, start putting things down, start highlighting what you want, start visualizing the kind of event you want to see on that day. And by the time everywhere opens up, you realize that most of your work is done, and all that pressure that brides are under leading towards the wedding, you won't have to experience that. You'd actually enjoy every step of the way. So yes, that's my advice for any bride who is listening at the moment. Thank you, Bemi.
I feel like the host. Molara, are you back?
So just carry on hosting for her until she's back.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Molara, I think Chinwe, you're up next. What would be your advice to brides during COVID and post-COVID?
Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, panelists.
Hi, Chinwe. Sorry, Chinwe, before you continue, Bisola and Ronke, I like the branding, you know. You guys are just sipping off your company cups. Sorry, Chinwe, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Hello. My name is Chinwe Aton, founder of Fayre BNC Path. What do I have to tell brides? Hello, brides 2021, because this 2020 is like March lockdown, December 2021. So, basically, I'm a sucker for romance. So for brides for 2021 or 2020, if you're still brave enough. I don't know what everybody is thinking about, but I tend to want to believe in the greater good. And this whole period has just showed us as a company what it is like to take a breather, to breathe, you know, to check up on your loved ones, to rest, to pray, to go to church. Hallelujah. It's been very, 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 very good for us. I wouldn't say it's been bad. I don't know if everybody can hear me. I don't know whether my network's good enough. Can everybody hear me? Okay. We at Event by the Anti-Fabs, and I tend to want to look at everything from a positive view. And we do that a lot with all our planning, with all our preparation. You know, even when there's tension, it's just best to look for the best positive outcome for every situation. So for now, I want to ask the 2021 bride, how are you doing? What are you thinking about right now? This is the best time to reflect. I sat back and I had 20 minutes to myself, and I'm like, Chinwe, you need to rest. 20 minutes is so long for me because I never have that to myself. You're juggling life, you're juggling motherhood, you're juggling businesses, etc. So 20 minutes to reflect becomes 5 days, becomes 4 months, but it's really good. Eat, pray, love. That's something that all the brides should start doing, you know. Remember to eat, remember to pray, remember to show love. And this love part cuts across everything in your life right now. Love for yourself. Self-love right now is the most important thing. It always goes from I'm courting, I'm dating, and then I'm getting married. What of finding yourself within that love space? What of finding yourself before you start getting into the hustle of cooking, taking care of kids, etc.? Why don't you actually prepare yourself 100%, right? So if you ask me, I'll say 2021. It's the best time to get married because everybody's just coming out from dry, non-Owambe period, and they'll be ready to jump into your occasion. They'll be ready to celebrate with you. They will be able to turn up 100% with you. So reflect. Wait till 2021. And then be productive. So don't make mistakes that every other person has made, you know, in planning their wedding. You know, talk to the families, talk to your planner, book a planner, take your time. You can say, I'm going to talk to my planner once a week or once to 2 weeks, just so that we can go over things. Let's know what kind of new things we can come up with. Just take your time and prepare. Be very productive. Pack your things, the things that you want to give to charity, the things that you want to give to your siblings, and the things you want to move to your husband's house. Start packing now, because that packing thing, you'll be tempted to leave a few items in your parents' house just so that you can come in one time. So start packing now, little by little, and make sure that your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, you're revisiting it and just taking that time to be productive about your own goals. Because once it become our goals mixed with my goals, mixed with my children's goals, something else in doing. So you want to be productive to prepare over and over and over again. Okay. Then take advantage of the situation. Like I said, Corona is doing us some sort of positive everywhere. Everybody is learning to be on a virtual space. Everybody is learning to adapt to so many situations right now. So take advantage of that. Do you want to really have 1,000 guests? Bisola, I don't know whether she likes large crowds. I think she does, but I really prefer an intimate wedding. Bisola mentioned that her bride is like, yes, I want my 1,000 guests. So one day, everybody, yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure? So take advantage of the situation. I have a couple who their parents were pressurizing them to do 1,000 guests plus, but they wanted ideally 300 guests. And they are taking advantage of the situation to say, hey, you know, it's looking like we can only do like 150 by November. So yeah, mom and dad, 150 it is. So take advantage. It could be vendors discounts. It could be the opportunity for a hybrid event so that you can reduce your number. It could also be just the opportunity to do a quiet event, just an event that is super styled by you. Whatever it is, take advantage of the situation. And don't forget to pray and love up on your to-be, to intended, and get to know him more. Also, get in touch with your family. Very important. I don't know what else in taking advantage, but basically, perfect your journey. We are strong believers of love stories and the journey that comes with it. So perfect your journey and just make sure you know what you're getting to. Make sure you know who you're going to be with for the rest of your life. And make sure you know the type of wedding that you want during this period. And we at Events for DNT will bring it to life. Yeah, that's about it. I hope I've not bored you with my love song and love story and touchy feelings. I'm songs. Okay, Laura, over to you. Thank you. Wedding Faye. I hope my network is not that bad.
What did you say?
Yeah, I guess.
Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, so who is going? So my next question to you, I'm going to ask Bisola. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so my next question is to Bisola. Bisola, as a bride, what should I expect from Trendy B? What does Trendy B have to offer me as my wedding planner? So in short, I'm saying sell yourself, sell Trendy B events.
We're known for creating unforgettable experiences, and more than ever, we care about how you celebrate right now. Regarding of whether you want to have your intimate events from 2 to between the capacity that is allowed right now, which is sadly 20. Be sure that you're going to have an unforgettable experience. Sorry?
Chinwe, I think you should mute yourself. Chinwe, please mute yourself. Sorry about that, Bisola.
So regardless of what capacity is, know that even now more than ever, you can have personalized details to your taste. We care about luxury, we care about experiences, we care about what people will say after your event. So because of that, more than ever, even caring more about you, your emotional health, and just making sure that you are happy. The things that matter to you now can still happen regardless of the quantity. And if you insist that you even have more people to be part of the celebration now, that's why we have the virtual experience, which for us can be 3D formats, or just making sure that we have a set backdrop that can be themed to whatever destination or experience that you want. More than ever, we've gone back into our thinking capacity to create experiences that would be remembered now and forever, that you had your event in 2020. I tell people that 2020 is the history year, is the year that I feel like if I was engaged to be married now, I would want to do something. I would definitely want to go ahead to get my court wedding done and just a mini celebration, because everybody will remember 2020. So you're going to set your mark and you want to remember it with a beautiful experience that you had during this period more than ever. As long as you have experienced planners like us that will guide you, help you get the best discounts, help you get the best experience, even more than what you have paid for, you don't have anything to worry about. And if you've decided to wait, because like I said earlier, we do have a few clients that have said they are not cutting down, they still want to have their big grand wedding. We are going ahead with planning with those ones. We plan and hire their priority vendors and lock them down with the least capacity that they are willing to get right now, just so that we know that when we are ready, the party is coming in full force. For us, we care about your experience, and more than ever, you can have anything you desire.
Bisola, those are hard words, though. Bisola said you can get anything you desire. Yes. Bisola, I want to get married in Mars.
In Mars, yes. That's even easy. It's available now. If people just went recently, it's just about the money.
It's about the moolah. It's about the moolah. Okay.
I will be very happy to do that one. I swear. I'll be so happy.
What would you say is, they use different things to describe different event planners, wedding planners, because at the end of the day, we all plan weddings. What would you say is that one thing about Trendy B events that stands out for you? I can tell you, but you tell me.
We are mind-blowing. We create jaw-dropping experiences. We create unforgettable experiences. That is what we are known for. From 2013, we came in with a bang, caring about your experience. What will people say when they leave? How will they feel? So more than ever now, we understand your pain. We care about you because we've gone through the process. We see clients postponing, but they want to get married to the love of their life. So go ahead if you must. Making sure that we stick to the NCDC plans and everything that we've done. We will still make sure that you have that fun imputed in everything that we do. But love is not cancelled now. Marry the love of your life, celebrate and party in grand style after. But you know what? You can still have that cake coming from the roof in your house. You can still have that grand entrance in your house. You can still have that personalized harpist or guitarist or anybody that you've always wanted. Come and have a show-stopping experience at your house or wherever it is. Your house can be transformed into whatever you have imagined. Because thankfully, decorators are more than ever creative now, even this period, and they are ready to relieve whatever it is. The only thing that is changing is the fact that you cannot have your 1,000 guests, your 500 guests. The only thing is that you cannot have so many people physically available. But guess what? You can have them available virtually, and you can still have an experience when they come. First step when they come, doing a tour on your physical viewing and seeing where you're going to have your celebration. So if you're worried that they will not be able to experience your decor, how about we have that 3D tour where they see everything, where they see how your cake looks, where they are absorbed in everything that you're going to do, and even deliver their meals to them wherever they are. There's so many things that can be done now more than ever. More than ever, I am even more excited just to make people even more happy. So it's about the experience for us, and regardless of numbers, we are ready.
Okay. So you will show us some of your jobs in a bit, but let me go to somebody else. Christiana, let me go to you. What are people to expect from you? What would you say? Who is an ebony bride? Who is an ebony bride?
Okay, so for us, an ebony bride is supposed to be basically a fan-filled bride because we are more known for parties. If you hear somebody saying they are going with us, it means they're going to have a party. And then we go with very detailed events. So you find that we are not always out there doing events all the time because most of our events are very detailed and then they end up being parties. So for my brides, when they come in, I talk to them a lot and then I go like, to be sure as well that they really know what they are doing because me, I'm not married though, but then I know marriage is a big deal. So if I'm going to put all that effort into your wedding, then it's something that is going to last. That's like my topmost prayer, that every bride of mine, luckily for me in 5 years, I don't have any divorce yet. So I am on it all the time that, look, this is going to work and this has got to work. So for me, it's all about the details most times. and then in the end, we're going to make sure that you're going to have a party. That's with me. That's basically it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Like I said, you show us what you have in a bit. Chinwe, who is a B and C fab bride?
I hope my network is better now, please.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Christiana, you're a girl after my own heart. The statement you made about no divorce for 5 years, that's my prayer. A BNC Fab's bride is a bride that has a story. I love brides with a beautiful story that we can relate with, we can learn from, we can be inspired from. We take a lot of pride in consulting and talking to the brides, making sure that they know what they are up against, which is the society and the world. And then to the groom as well, we always have to make sure that they understand what loving their wife is all about. So yes, the journey for us is just a story. The story. I don't know whether I have enough time, but I'll give you an example. My first couple. That was the worst and the most nice experience that I've had. The most nice because of the story behind their relationship and how we went through the process in getting them to get married, right? So my first bride was a classmate of mine in Ghana. I was in Ghana for 10 years, and she fell in love with a Ghanaian. Hello, Christiana. She fell in love with a Ghanaian, and she knew that I was doing events. I was doing more production events in Ghana, but she knew I was doing events, and she approached me to do her wedding. Now, her wedding was supposed to be in Nigeria, not in Ghana, and she was a mountain of fire bride, and then the groom was a Pentecostal, typical Pentecostal groom. And so, for those of you who don't know Mountain of Fire Church, they come with some things, some quote and unquote, rules and regulations. So it was so beautiful because they had to fight for that wedding. Not fight, because the two of them don't understand the word fight. What they will tell you is that we are battling. We are challenging the status quo, and we're going to come out with our love story in full, 100%. Every time that I get upset and be like, why are your parents like this? Why are they doing that? Why can't we just come together and make it work? Both of them would just, sometimes we're talking and they'll hold their hands. They'll look at each other, and then magically they just know what they're about to say. Then maybe the groom, Ben, will speak on their behalf. And then Evezi, who was the bride, would just be like, I just like, how can people be in sync like that? And at that point in time, I was just like, this is so beautiful to watch. This is extremely beautiful to watch. And they conquered, even though the bride cried on her wedding day in the church because of what, she experienced. She didn't really think that they were going to actually clean her makeup. She didn't think they're going to actually not let her do some certain things because her mom was the pastor in the church.
Wow.
So she didn't think about, certain things. So she cried. But her husband, the way, I don't know how to explain this thing to you guys. Guys, love is amazing, man. The way her husband it was like a robot or something. He just went, protect my wife, just took her to a side. And then I don't know what he whispered. And then she just like, okay, let's go. And I was there saying all sorts like, babe, you're married. This is beautiful. Let's move forward. All that didn't calm her down. When Ben took her to the side, I just did wish. Okay, let's go. And then they prayed. They prayed together and then we moved on. I'm like,
Wow.
this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to witness stories like this, strong bonds like this. I just want to witness it. I want to cry my eyes out, go back home and tell my husband, we love each other. Things like that. I just love it. So wedding became my second love. Weddings became my second love. And I have since then moved away from everything else and focused on weddings, even though now we're doing a bit of corporate and production. But weddings is the story behind it. And that's all I need in a BNC Fabs bride. I can't relate with a lot of some of the brides who are particular about certain things and not really the love story or the journey. So we lean on brides that are here. We want love to continually grow and just be the reason for the union, truly. So Christiana, yes, for 8 years and counting, no divorce. I live for that. Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy for Christiana, and I'm happy for you that you haven't had any divorces. Unfortunately, it's not what I would want, but in 19 years we've had our share of divorces, but I can say that we still have 90% still married. I agree with you about love, but I think in just weddings, I would say that our selling point is we believe every bride and groom, I believe that they are unique. So we try and give you the wedding of your dreams, because we believe that each person has a wedding of their dreams. So be it simple, we do simple, be it anything, but we believe that every bride and groom, they're simple, they're unique, and are just weddings. We bring out the uniqueness of your wedding through us. So I would say that is our selling point. Laziba, over to you. What would you say your selling point is? Laziba,
Yes, can you
okay.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Okay, so it's been lovely listening to everybody. And at the end of the day, like you said, we're all planners. We're all totally, completely, maybe solely wedding planners, or we're event planners. And part of the event services we offer is wedding planning. So for us at Laziba, one thing as the creative director of Laziba, one thing I always make sure I start with and has sort of set me apart, or maybe I should use the word has endeared my brides or my clients to me, is the fact that I always say that just as there are no two fingerprints in the world with the amount of, well, how many billions of people do we have on earth? There are no two fingerprints. Everybody is unique. It's the same way that every bride is unique. Yes, they might get the ideas from the same place. Nothing is original. We all take inspiration from somewhere, and then we put our mark on it, we tweak it, we turn it around, put our stamp on it, and we deliver it. Then that makes it original. Or we all get inspiration from somewhere and everywhere. So for us at Laziba, we approach every bride with this in mind, that every bride is unique. So every wedding is unique. And we let them understand that at Laziba, our aim and our desire and what we're really after is taking that vision that they have for that day and helping them to bring it to life. So it's more of creating what they have in mind, creating the desire that young girl has nurtured all her life. I mean, I don't know. I'm a romantic. My husband is always abusing me. I'm a romantic, and I've learned over the years from event and wedding planning to listen. And if you really do take time to listen to every bride, you will see their dream. For crying out loud, every little girl has been watching Cinderella from the age of 2. And we've all grown up with that fantasy. So every bride has a fantasy. And what we do at Laziba is identify that fantasy and help you bring it out, help you embellish it, help you add to it, and bring it to life. So I would say that is one of our selling points. That is one of our unique selling points that endears brides to us, because we listen. We don't want to force anything on any bride. You have the brides who know exactly what they want. And yes, they're fun. They can be a bit challenging, but we love the challenge, because when a bride is set in her ways, she knows I want, what's the jacket of that, color of that jacket Bisola is wearing? Metallic gray, no, metal, stone. You know the brides who know. No, Laziba is not powder blue, is aubergine with a tone of, we get them all the time. So yes, we love them, but we also love our brides who give us that freedom to be able to help them experience what we believe they want. And at Laziba, we're very hands-on. We're very hands-on. And that is one of the things I'm still praying and trying to find a way to start to push back, take a step back from. I'm completely hands-on. So I've ended up raising a team that is excruciatingly hands-on. They can frustrate you because they're calling you every moment. They're checking and double checking. I heard them speaking in the office and they're like, what did you hear? What did she say? They're checking every single brief you've given us. And it can be a good thing, but I promise you, and as my fellow planners, it can also be a lot of pressure when you're so hands-on. But we realize that, the feedback, that we get when we have events, oh, Lasiba, they're there. You give them, they're there from morning till night. Yes, it's a good thing. It's a good selling point, but sometimes it gets really tiring, but for the love you have for the event, because I'm sure like every single planner that is here, is the love and the passion that you have for events that has pushed you or propelled you into wedding planning. I mean, looking back at my life from when I was a little girl, I come from a family of 7. I'm number 5, number 1 to 5 straight girls. So you can imagine what birthdays were like in my house. We didn't need outsiders. We were big enough to throw a celebration, more so if each and every one of us will bring 2, 3 friends. It's a party. And from when I was this high, I've always been my mother's aide-de-camp in organizing everybody's party. My mother is that very traditional woman who, a month from your party, your birthday, she's already praising you, your eulogy, and creating the atmosphere that somebody's birthday is coming. Hey, that kind of thing. So my house was very fun like that, and that also sparked my love for wedding planning and event wedding planning. So for us, those are the things that stand us out. We're very unique. We're very hands-on. We love to tell a story with your event, and yeah, that's it for us.
Thank you. You made me laugh when you say colors, because one thing brides have made me know is color. No, it's blue. No, it's onion. No, it's coral. There's some colors I can never forget because we had to get that exact shade. She didn't want anything darker, No, it's blush pink. It's not blush. It's not blush peach. It's blush pink, you know. So it's funny how brides are particular. But yeah, like we say, everybody's unique. It's your wedding day, and we want you to feel as special as you should. Gbemi, are you there? What would you say is Omega Events selling points? Gbemi,
Yes,
Gbemi,
can
are
you
you
hear me?
here?
Yes,
Yes,
can you hear me?
yes. So what
What
would you
are
say
selling
an
points?
Omega bride is, and what's Omega's selling point?
Um, an Omega bride should be a bride that can dream, a bride that, you know, whether you know what you want or not, but just have a dream of what you want your day to be like, because we create experiences, whatever the experience is. We I don't know, out of the hundreds of brides that we've done, who is still not a family member of the Omega family. So, you know, we bond while creating experience, and I mean, it's always a grand production, really. So whether you know what you want or you don't know what you want, we're always ready. We're always there. Because you know, some brides are unsure. You meet some brides and they're like, I don't know. What color do you want? I don't know. What color do you like? I don't know. You know, so um and it's all types of brides on a budget. Even the bride that has a very large budget, you just see that the money is there, but she doesn't really know. So yeah, those are people, every and any type, because we're ready to produce, we're ready to create. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so brides, you've heard it from them. We are all wedding planners, but we are all very different. Ebony Event says that if you are a fun-filled bride, they love to cater for fun-filled brides. I'm sure they do other ones, but that is part of what they do. My sister says she creates mind-blowing experiences, and that's from Bisola of Trendy Bee Events. Chinwe says love stories. You give me a story, I create love stories. Love, 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 love. That is what Chinwe of B and C Fab said. Ronke of Laziba says fantasies. We make fantasies a reality, and they are quite romantic. Gbemi says it is a production. We create experiences, dream it. So for Omega Events, if you can dream it, you can have it. And we are just wedding say we believe everybody is unique, and we give you the wedding of your dreams. So brides, you have options. If you want to go to Ghana to get married, you have Ebony Events there. And if you want to stay in Nigeria and you want to go to Mars, Bisola is there. If you want a romantic wedding, Bisola is there. If you want the wedding that they're going to be crying because of the love story and feel the love, Chinwe is there. And if you want a production, Bami is there, Omega Event. So there are so many choices to pick from. I think the next thing we will do is, once anybody's ready, we just want to see pictures of what you have done in the past, just to take us through. So I don't know who wants to start. So please get some Omega Event slides ready as well. So I don't know who's going to start.
Okay,
So
Somi is ready.
would you start? Okay, Somi is ready. Okay, let me start.
Um,
Is there any problem? Should we go on?
okay, I can.
Yeah, Gwen, what did you say?
I can't see the slides.
Okay, let's go on.
Let somebody else
go
do.
on. What?
All right.
Okay, when you're ready. Okay, Christiana, can we have you? Ebony Events. Are you ready for us?
Sure.
What is it? We can't see anything.
Oh, you can't see?
No, we can't. Okay, should we wait or should we go on to someone else for now?
Because it's playing over here. So
Okay, can anybody see it? I can see it. No, it's playing, but
from
nothing
here
is
it says
showing.
it's sharing. You still can't see?
Yes, but nothing is showing. Can't see either. It's playing, but nothing is showing. Somi, please help me find out what is going on. Can we have the next person? Bisola, are you ready for us? Bisola, are you ready? Somi, help me to sort it out. Okay. Christine, they say videos don't really work very well with Zoom. Can you do it, please?
Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so love is not cancelled. Hello, beautiful brides. This is just to let you know that love is definitely not cancelled. More than ever, if you do decide to move ahead with your wedding now, you can still have your intimate events that has the priority things that you've always wanted to have present at your event. So whether it's the moment when you were dancing in to see your meet your groom, or that special moment, you know, maybe the type of food, the quality of food, the type of plating, the type of music, you know, whatever it is, we can definitely create it now even more than ever. So in this visual, you have a couple still having their first dance, which is possible now when you even have your mini celebrations. Overview, yeah. I mean, I spoke about this earlier on. This was supposed to be a presentation that I would have put forward earlier, but you know, in the picture you have a visual of one of the events we had in December. There was like a grand backdrop. They had a beautiful grand backdrop. The theme was Lebanese, but they wanted a grand backdrop for their wedding. Even now, more than ever, sometime in October, we have a bride that still wants to have a replica, something different, because she's always had a dream of how she wants her wedding to be. And we're recreating that in her backyard. We're still going to have an amazing dome backdrop. She's still going to have her lighting. She's still going to have a nice dance floor, while we have everybody social distancing, but we're bringing in elements of fun more than ever now for that bride, because like I said before, we care about how you celebrate. We still want your forgettable experience. We still want that expression of love and everything that is important to you present if you do decide to move forward. Yes, this was another backdrop we did last year. Like I said before, there's no limits now. Regardless of quantity of guests, you can still have anything you want. You can still even have it even more now at a budget that is more friendly. And you now even have, if you do decide to postpone it, you have more time to pay, more time to plan ahead, and more time to rethink and decide, oh, is it based on priority? Do I want this? Do I not want this? I have a bride who, the dress she was settling for earlier on in the year, she has had to, because now she knows that she's reducing her number of guests, she can now add more money to that dress to get the dress of her dreams. So now she told me, Bisola, you know what? I'm now going for the dress of my dreams because now I can afford it. We're no more having 500 guests. We're now settling for 50, you know? And if we decide to move forward, hopefully we're hoping that 50 will be allowed in some couple of months. But if not, you would have still saved money because now they are going for smaller. So you can still think big and you can still have what you want.
Okay.
What should okay, so I already mentioned this earlier on. What should 2020 brides be doing while they wait? Yeah, already discussed that earlier on. So that new move forward was an event. Yes, more than ever, you can have your open space. This was our event last year also at the beach. They wanted to have an open wedding space joining just about 50 people. And now that we have 20, you can have between 10, 20, it doesn't matter, with your immediate family, friends, and friends that matter, friends that have been there for you. And every other person can join you virtually. Being joined virtually doesn't mean they will have a dry time. Discuss with us let you know how even more now they can have an amazing experience. Yes, so this was an intimate wedding we also did last year. It was in a transparent tent, spaced out, beautiful, you know, night, evening wedding, and it had a tremendous time. The right lighting, the right entertainment. It felt as if they were in an outdoor space in Dubai. It was beautiful. Yeah, so back to the special effects. You can have whatever special effects you have, even more than. Special effects is not cancelled. Love is not cancelled. Yeah, this was another outdoor event we had by the ocean side. They wanted it to look like a lounge. They didn't want the typical wedding feel. I have a lot of brides that don't want boring. They're tired. They've seen that in everybody's page. When they go on Instagram, everybody's page is looking the same. They want something unique. They want something that speaks to them. And that is why we're here, to recreate that special thing. This was another outdoor event we had last year. It was beautiful. Somewhere in Ikoyi, a space that was allowed. Now more than ever, we have outdoor spaces that are willing to, you know, make sure that you have safety first, everything you desire, just to make sure that it's unique. This was one beautiful event, and we still have clients booking us because of this particular event. Yeah, that was the same event. Yeah, think it, dream it, we can create it for you. Anything. This was one of our events that we had. It was a night-themed event. They wanted to feel like they were somewhere in Dubai, like an outdoor camping. It was like they had like the whole scouts. What do you call those people that do fire eaters? We had skillsmen. It was a mind-blowing after-party event ceremony, which can still happen more than ever right now. Think it, dream it, we're here for you. We're not boring. We love you and we care.
Thank you so much. In fact, I want to get married. Thank you. Thank you. In fact, I don't even know what my thing will be if I get married now. Baby was my wedding planner. My wedding that I planned in 2 days. Baby was my fantastic wedding planner. In fact, maybe I had a COVID wedding because I only had how many? 80 guests. And up to now, I'm still saying sorry to some people. So I don't know what kind of wedding.
That's the bad part. That's the bad part. Nigeria.
I know. Yeah. But it really seems as if outdoor weddings are becoming a norm now, which is good. A lot of outdoor weddings, which they do a lot of outdoor weddings in Ghana, but it seems as if we're we're starting with that now. Thank you so much, Bisola. Wonderful presentation. Who is next? Who is ready? Ladies. Baby, are you ready for me now? Okay. Laziba, let's have you. Laziba.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, you know the challenges I've had all day with my laptop, everything just crashed, and we're just trying to revive the
Have you been able
that I put together. I put something together, but it's on my phone. Please bear with me. I've literally put something together in the last 30 minutes. I put it together on my phone. So I need to log out of my laptop so that I can log into to my phone. Yeah.
No problem.
So if you just bear with me 2 seconds, I'll be back.
No problem. In the meantime, I was going to ask, virtual weddings. So do you think even after COVID, virtual weddings are going to be here to stay, and Zoom weddings? Do you
Yes,
think?
I definitely feel that they will be here.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
why not? Why not is the
I think
question.
so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think we're going to have two sets of weddings, big weddings and very small weddings now, to save money, to save costs. So I don't have to do what the Joneses are doing because I can't afford it. So I'm just going to do what I can do. Okay. Okay, and we're waiting for Amy and we're waiting for Christine. Sienna, are you ready for us? Have you been able to sort it out?
Let me try if it works this time.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Can is it showing? Aunt Molly,
Yeah,
hello?
hello? Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so check your phone. I've sent it to you as well. So you can see. I just put the pictures together. See if it
My
works from your
phone.
phone. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know why it's not working from here. Just pictures.
Okay, I've sent it to the technical guy. I hope he can bring it up. I can see it on my phone, but that's on my WhatsApp. So let's just wait for him. Laziba, are you ready? Or Chinwe, do you want to go?
No,
Chinwe.
not yet. Just give me a few more minutes.
Okay. Should we wait for you or we should move to Chinwe?
Please move to somebody else.
Okay, Chinwe, we're ready for you. BNC Fabs, we're ready for you.
Yeah. Sharon, um, tell me, Elsie.
Her network, oh,
Can you guys see?
Can hear you. Yeah.
So is the screen showing?
Yes, it is. There's a green background and a
Yeah.
bright and green. Yeah.
Okay. So I basically wanted to showcase this wedding, not because of it was the most amazing or it was the most fantastic. Like I said, I like unique stories and I just want every bride out there to understand, what BNC Fab stands for. So I'm sharing this wedding because it was the first time we had done a Lebanese wedding, and they had such a beautiful story to tell. Now, Nadine and Neil had moved from Lebanon and were living in Nigeria for years, and they did not know each other.
Wow.
They went back to Lebanon on a holiday and met each other there and realized that they were living in
Nigeria.
Nigeria. So it was such a beautiful story because the way they met, the way they now felt about, oh, yo, we're both in Nigeria, it was such a hilarious story. And they wanted to have their wedding in Nigeria because they basically grew to love the community that was there in Nigeria. And instead of going back to Lebanon and then, just going through the Joneses with some families or relations or relatives or whatever that they're not as close to as the community in Nigeria, they tried to do it here in Nigeria. And it was so much fun because we got knee deep into the culture. We had to look for crazy things that we couldn't find, and then we found, and then we had to borrow something from Lebanon. It was a fun experience. The story was amazing for us. The groom couldn't dance, and so we had to do rehearsals and rehearsals. He still couldn't dance, but the way his bride covered up for him was so amazing. So basically, what they decided to do is anytime they were told to dance, she would be the one jumping up and jumping up and jumping, up, while he would be doing 1-2 steps to the right and 1-2 steps to the left. And at the end of the day, they were able to cover up for each other, and it was beautiful. We did it at a rental hotel, and we used the banquet hall there. It was just about 250 guests. And it was a really nice detailed gathering where we had to use place cards, we had to use seating arrangements according to the families. They wanted them to at least be bonded together. There was a situation with the parents, and they needed them to sit together. They wanted fresh flowers. It was a nice occasion, and it taught us a lot of things. And Lebanese people have learned the ideal and unique thing about marrying each other's family. And that's what we learned from that wedding, Yorubas, Igbos, Hausas, we sort of do some sort of nice union and some sort of matchmaking. These guys, they got it 110%, I could say for myself. Everything is basically family. There is some sort of drama, like all typical family, but everything is basically family. Family. This is where this person is going to sit because he does this type of this and this type of that, So it was a beautiful wedding, and I just thought to share this to any of our 2021 brides that we're flexible, and truly, the only thing behind everything that we do is the story. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Lara, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry about that. I wanted to ask, what is it with Lebanese and the sword they used to conflict? Is there something behind that? Is that a tradition?
So they have this this whole royalty kind of thinking in their culture. They've had generations of some sort of royal line. So a lot of time they infuse the sword, the cutting of the cake, the richness of it all, the sword itself, the type of sword is very important. You can't just bring any type of sword. So it's just the richness behind that tradition, which goes towards the kind of royalty and rich culture that they have. And the cake must be fruit cake. And the flowers on the cake must be fresh flowers.
Wow.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah.
No, I heard Lebanese weddings are something else. 5,000. I mean, I heard Lebanese. In fact, I want to go to Lebanon. Really, I want to
Yeah, so
experience.
it's not. This wasn't visible with these weddings. They were also trying to avoid doing their wedding in Lebanon because you tend to spend at least $50,000 or more
Yeah.
doing your wedding in Lebanon. So if they do it in Nigeria, and kind of save money. They actually had two weddings, one in Lebanon and one in the Caribbean.
Wow, that's interesting. Thank you. Lovely, lovely presentation by B&C Farbs. Latiba, are you ready for us now?
Yes, you know what? I'm just going to work with what I have at the moment. I've just tried to put, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I've just tried to put stuff together down from my phone, and I'm just going to try and show it. So I'm going to just share screen. Is that correct? And no, it's this share screen. This.
Have you shared the screen? I haven't seen
Yes,
it yet.
I
Okay, it's
have.
coming up. It's
There
coming.
we are. Okay. Okay. So this is one of the weddings that we had last year. It's one of the very first ones I could find on my phone to put together. So I'd like to talk about it because this was a wedding that was very, very dear to my heart. It was very, very dear to me. It was a project that I was on for such a long, it felt like a lifetime, maybe because I actually watched the bride grow. Um, I, I organized her 18th birthday. I organized her 21st birthday. And it was only natural to organize her wedding, and it was such an emotional one for me. Let me do a bit of storytelling like B&C Fabs does. So so this is what a typical Laziba bride. You can see that, like I said, we take pride in ensuring that we're able to give our bride and her groom exactly what they want. I mean, most times you find situation whereby it's always the bride that picks the planner, but sometimes we've had instances where the groom has approached us and then the bride has taken over. So regardless of whoever approaches us, we're ready, we're there for you, we're there to listen to you. So to my 2021 brides, this is a feel of what you would be having. This particular bride loved her pictures. She loves pictures. So we made sure that I'm just so pained that it's the ones from my phone I'm able to share with you. Molara, maybe I'll send the folder when we're able to when we sort it out to you, so that you can put along with whatever material you're putting together. So please bear with me. So she loved her pictures. She absolutely loved pictures. And we made sure that even though it was an early start wedding, we made sure we created moments and timelines that her love for pictures can feature. So we had several pictures done while she was getting ready. I mean, we had photographers, it was like paparazzi. We had photographers surrounding her every moment. So for whatever part of your wedding that is important to you, you can be rest assured that at Laziba, we will pay that extra attention to that detail for you. Because she had always told me, I mean, being that I knew her from such a young person before she got married. I knew she was all about pictures. She loved her pictures. So every aspect of her movement that day, the moments she had, we did the best. We made sure we covered it before the wedding. Before her dad came to pick her up for the church ceremony, we made sure we had moments where we could capture her and her bridesmaids. You know, after the wedding ceremony, we actually had to create like an interlude, an event interlude. Because after the church, she and the bridal party went to a destination we had pre-planned to have professional wedding pictures taken. So that moment between her leaving the church and going to take the pictures and the guests already seated at the venue, we had to create an interlude. We had to have some sort of activity and entertainment and experiences going on, you know, for the guests in the hall, so they're not just sitting in a limbo and waiting for the bride and groom to come. Also, moving on to my next slide is just to showcase, you know, the kind of decor that can be available to you. We have the brides who really want, you know, the over the top and out there decor. And we have the brides who want just minimal but classy and understated decor. So regardless of whatever kind of decor catches your fancy, whatever kind of experience or statement you want to make at your wedding reception with your decor, because who would agree with me that nowadays wedding receptions is all about statement making. I love for my bride, and or even not just particularly my bride, but I love for my guests to walk into my environment or wherever the event is holding, and I want them to be able to see elements of my bride's character. I want my bride to dance into her reception venue and know that, oh my God, this is a replica of who I am. This is me. So you have the over-the-top bride, you have the understated, classy and elegant bride. You can see in this picture that I'm showing to you, everything is clear cut, all the lines, the visual, you know, she didn't want any, for the seating area, we created it, you know, very minimalistic, but very, an understated elegance. That was what we were going for there. In the next slide, you would also see, for this particular one, which is a continuation of that, she wanted a very grand stage. And for me as a planner, as your wedding planner, this is also where my experience comes into play, in that once I'm able to decipher and understand exactly what my bride wants, or I've been able to work with you and get you to a point where we now actually have a clear-cut understanding of what you want, then I'm able to engage you with a vendor that is able to deliver the vision that you want. So I tried to put a video, but no, that video is not going to play. It's not working, so I'll just skip that. So at Laziba, we just don't concentrate. We just don't do white weddings alone. We also do traditional weddings, and one of the ones I've been able to put up here was a traditional wedding that we had. And it was she wanted to go for very sort of rustic, but very green ambience. That was what, because she's very into green. You know, she's the kind of bride that you will go, when we were having different bridal consultations back and forth, she was very green. Oh, you can't throw away plastic, you have to recycle. She's very, very earth conscious. So she wanted that element of her showcased for her traditional wedding. So we went in that direction. And you can see the centerpieces we did for her. You know, we had bamboo vases as the flower pots on the table. We just wanted her character and the element, and that element that was very important to her, we wanted it showcased at the wedding. And I think the decorator, the event stylist, venue stylist that we got for this particular one did an amazing job. Also, yes, I was hoping I'll be able to play the video, which just gives an overview of the wedding, but unfortunately, I do not see that happening. So yes, thank you. So for my future brides, we're at number 5A, Wale Ario of Admiralty in Lekki. On Instagram, we're at Laziba Events, and our website, www.laziba.com. And if you have any inquiries, you can just shoot us an email at events@laziba.com. And what we're offering for any bride that comes from the bridal fair, if you mention the bridal fair, we would give you a 30 to 45 minutes max free consultation. We won't charge you for that first 45 minutes just to hear what you have in mind, what you would like for us to do for you. So yes, thank you. That's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Any luck now?
Um,
Can we try
stop
again?
share. Okay.
I can't
All right.
find baby either. Should we try again? Thank you, ladies. You've been fabulous. We're almost rounding up. You've been fabulous. Thank you. I'm sure brides can, they can choose. They have so much to choose from. Christiana, any luck? Let me know when you're ready. You guys are taking pictures. So I'm trying to show my own picture. I wasn't going to show anything, but you have. I don't want to carry last.
Kiki, please do me a favor. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna log out of here.
I need to check whether we have any questions coming from WhatsApp. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay. Somebody asked that what are your thoughts about Zoom weddings? Well, I think we've answered that already. Okay, Christine, yeah. Christiana, we're ready for you. We can see it. Fantastic. I'm happy. We can see your screen. Go ahead. We can see your screen. Yeah. We can't hear you though. We can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Please, can you start from the beginning so you can carry us along? We couldn't hear you.
Right. So I just did this. I just got these ones from my phone because the videos won't play. So so this very first wedding is was the wedding for one of the biggest cocktail bar vendors we have in Ghana. Her name is the Mobile Bar Ghana. And it was an outdoor event. So let me just go through the pictures and then I can probably speak afterwards. Okay, so it wasn't allowing me to do much. I don't know what's wrong with my phone today. Okay, so thank you. So most of the, I did a few videos as well, but I couldn't send it to you earlier on. I had videos of my brides and the grooms talking about Ebony events as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't share all that. So yeah, here in Ghana, most of our...
You can send that to me. You can send that to me. We'll share it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll find a way and send that to you as well. So for us, most of our weddings, I'll say the average number is 300. You know, Ghana, we are very small. So, I mean, if you hear somebody's having a very big wedding, it means they have 1,000 guests, or very rare cases, 2,000. But most times it's 300 guests that we cater for. So for us now, having up to 100 guests is not that bad for us, because it's still bad, but it's not that bad because you can still have about a third of your guests for the wedding. And then we do a lot of outdoor events here because when I did the wedding for the mobile bar, we had a couple of people coming in from Nigeria as well, the cocktail vendors. And they were asking that it looks like most of our weddings are outdoor. The truth is, here, most of our very good indoor venues are expensive. So then a lot of the brides would rather opt for an outdoor venue and then do like really bougie setups out there. A few of them would still go simple and use the money later on. But then yes, we do a lot of outdoor weddings here and not as much indoor weddings. I'm very sad my video couldn't show because I had a lot of content on there to show to everybody. So yeah, this is a little I could show.
It's on YouTube. Don't worry about that. We'll show it on YouTube.
Yeah,
Tommy, are you ready for
it to
me?
you.
Tommy, are you ready for me? I want to show my video as my pictures. But
All right.
okay, are you ready? Okay, so
Yes, I am.
let's have it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the first slide, please. Okay. So sorry, this is an emergency, so I just had to it doesn't come in any my bride and groom, oh my goodness. It was a phone call. And that's one thing, over the years, I get my customers by phone calls. They just say somebody referred me to you. I've always had that. I'm not really someone that maybe advert, but I get most of my brides from referrals. Phone always rings and somebody says, oh, somebody gave me your number. Somebody said you could do this. So my dear Emilia called me. She's originally, I think, from Holland, but she's lived in New York all her life. She was getting married to her hubby. They had been together since. So they live in New York. He lived in Port Harcourt, but they wanted to have a wedding in Nigeria. And they are very into artwork. So they didn't want the norm. They didn't want anything that was norm. They love Lagos and they wanted something to show Lagos. Also wanted something to show New York. And we were looking for venues. The funny thing is, guess what? They came to meet me last year, February. And I had a year to plan their wedding. And I was like, it looked as if it would never come. But thank God it came, and it came before COVID. That was just an amazing thing. Next slide, please. Okay, so that's wedding cake. Like I said, That's the wedding cake. We were wedding for 100 people. So that's the wedding cake. It was very particular about her cake. Kept on exchanging emails for us. Sorry, she wanted red velvet cheese. No, they were very particular about. Next slide. Please. Yes. Oh my goodness. We went back and forth for months. So they wanted a mural. And if you look at the background, you will notice the train, what they call it in New York, subway by the left, painting well. You will see the bridge. I can't remember what the name of the bridge is. And we also have our own Lekki Bridge behind it. Then we also have our national stadium. So they knew what they wanted, and they wanted a Keke Marua as well. And you know, New York has a lot of artwork, so they wanted something to show New York and its art and its mural. So we had to look for a Keke Marua. We had to paint it. So as a gift to them, I got them the Ayo. I got them the Ayo. Yeah, that's what it's called, Ayo. That's the guy in front of the white thing. So they didn't even know it was real. It was when they were dancing they realized it was real. So that signified Lagos. That was what we got for them. So afterwards, we actually gave them this painting to take. I don't know where they're going to put it in their house. Next slide, please. Okay, that's the bride and the groom. The event was about them, so we wanted sunset and all that. Next slide, please. Yeah, you can see how different they are, and that's why I say we believe in just weddings. Every bride and groom, we believe they're unique. So you can see what the groomsmen are wearing. They didn't want anything that was norm. And look at the mural behind. It's a painting of Fela Baba 70. That's how they were. They wanted their stuff. They wanted it, you know, the art way, and that's what they got. Next slide, please. Okay. So that's us just setting up. Next slide, please. Yeah. So she wanted a tropical wedding. So she wanted colors that were tropical, peach, fuchsia, you know, things like that. Next slide, please. Oh yes, this was part of it. You know, they wanted something unusual. So again, this was one of the surprises I had for them. We got these small air statues for them. We also had the barrels painted. So if you notice, you see Peter. That was a surprise for them as well. That was the name of their dog. And obviously their dog couldn't make it to Nigeria. So we painted their dog so that their dog could be part of the wedding. Next slide, please. Oh yeah, she was very particular about the banana leaves. She wanted the names of the guests as their table number on the banana leaves. So I wasn't sure whether we should use real banana leaves or use artificial banana leaves, and if the pen was going to write on banana leaves. Anyway, long and short is we made it happen. We make dreams happen. Next slide, please. Oh, the story of the downfall. They wanted a downfall bar. They wanted a downfall bar, so we had to go and look for a downfall. We cut it up, got a welder. I mean, so that's the story of the downfall bar. That's the story of the downfall, my precious downfall bar. But that's the story of the downfall bar. Next slide, please. Yes. They wanted just a nice ceremony for a few people. So we had it at the venue. Again, something tropical, something not too much. Next slide. And that's my precious bride, Emilia. Next slide, please. That's her with her bridesmaids. Next slide, please. Okay. And that's it. That's it, ladies. Hold on, please. I need to cough 1 minute. Okay, and that's it. I just want to check maybe one more time. So, ladies, it's been an amazing time. I hope everybody has learned one or two things from these amazing wedding planners. I'm just going to leave you guys to give us the parting word, each person. We'll start with you, Christiana. What's your parting word for bride as we sign off?
What I'll say is don't be sad, be happy. At the end of the day, you can still get married. You can still get married and have the big party later on. So keep on planning, keep on booking us. We are there to keep you the whole time during COVID. We will encourage you throughout the whole time. And yeah, I'm sure we'll all give you a beautiful wedding if you get to book any of us on here.
Thank you. Bisola, what do you have to say to the brides as we close?
I think she dropped out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ronke, what do you have to say to the brides?
Okay, to my 2021 brides, it's been amazing spending time with you. I hope you've been able to pick something from us as an wedding company, and all the wonderful other wedding planners that have been in this session with us. So what we want to say to you is, listen, COVID, life will continue after COVID. Life will continue after COVID. So don't put your dreams on hold. Don't put your love on hold. Don't put your vision on hold. Just carry on, and we're here for you, regardless of whatever kind of wedding you want to have post-COVID. We're here for you. We're here with our listening ears, ready to listen and to help you bring that vision into reality. So we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bisola, do you have any parting words for the brides today? Mike. Bisola, do you have any parting words for the brides to be? Okay, Chinwe, do you want to talk?
You need to unmute her. She's muted. She's muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Relax. You can still have the wedding of your dreams. You can still have that wedding that you want. Just have two decisions to make in alignment with your dream
Okay.
language. And together, in partnership, you create memories that will last a lifetime. So you have nothing to worry about together in this.
Thank you, Bisola. Thank you for the words of wisdom. Chinwe, Dr. Chinwe, can we hear from you?
Oh, why did I suddenly become a doctor at the closeout?
Doctor.
2020, 2021 brides, all I have to say to you is don't lose sight of why. Never lose sight of why. If you never lose sight of why, and everything that comes your way will become nothing because you know why. Is your special significant other, is he or she doing great? Are you guys healthy? Are you guys well? That's all that matters. Postponing an event is not postponing love. It's not postponing what you guys have achieved, your journey so far. It's just adding on to your story. So don't lose sight. Don't fret. Don't worry. However you get married is important, but it's not the most important thing you should hold on to. So I'll see you in 2021 when we can all come together and share with you and your love story. That's my passing word or story. Or
Thank you. And I say to brides, stay safe, keep safe, and if you must marry this year, because I'm not doing so, I don't blame some people. Some people want to marry. If you must marry,
So I hope you guys have enjoyed this session as much as I have. Thank you so much, my guests. I thank you so much, BNC Fabs, Chinwe. I thank you, Christian from Ghana, Ebony Events. Thank you, Bisola Trendy B. Thank you, Omega Events. I thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ronke of Laziba Events. I've had an amazing time. I'm sorry about, technical issues. I hope everybody had fun. And thank you. Details of everyone is going to be on. Hi. Details is going to be in the wedding fair directory, so you can get the numbers of everybody in the wedding fair directory. Don't forget, we're meeting tomorrow again, another showcase, some other vendors by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So tell your enemies, tell your friends, tell everybody to log on. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, my internet went off. But yeah, we have a party. So we love and care about you. Mother. Just take it easy. Everything will be all right. And I love and appreciate every event planner here. We're all hard workers. We put in our best foot forward. And there's a bride for all of us.
Yes. Fantastic. Well done. Is she actually wearing a wedding dress? Is she wearing? Oh my God. That is lovely, lovely meeting you, amazing women today. Absolutely wonderful. Spending time with you guys. Lovely.
Please, where's that bride? I need to see her. She's very pretty. Let me see her.
She's wearing a dress.
Yeah. She looks like Audrey Hepburn, like those very classy
Wow, that's a nice touch. That's a very nice touch.
Thank you.
That's a nice touch. All right, everybody, take care. Stay safe. Please stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Everybody, thank
We
you.
all
God
see
bless you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Everybody else gonna. So that actually did you Oh, that's a good one. Okay.